Thanks for being here. What we're going to look at today is the IK Multimedia UnoSynth, and this time we're going to put it in GarageBand on an iPad, and we're going to have a look at just a couple of settings, getting some sounds from it, recording something into GarageBand on iOS on the iPad, and just a couple of connection settings that you kind of have to worry about. If you like what you see here and you'd like more videos, then just click the like and subscribe, and the notification bell at the bottom. It'd be much appreciated if you do that. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is just have a look at the back of the unit here. So you can see I've got a cable here. Now it's just a standard audio cable, 1/8 inch jack to 1/4 inch jack. And then on top of that, the IK Multimedia iRig 2. So I've got my headphones plugged into the iRig 2. I'm going to use this to record audio from the synth into the iPad. And then the only other thing to have a look at is, I guess, the USB cable. And I actually just have it connected. It's using the camera connection kit for iOS devices. So the UnoSynth is plugged directly into there. Then I've got the lightning cable plugged into a charging adapter, an Apple charging adapter. And so that's actually sending power from the charging adapter through this device into the UnoSynth to power it. So we're just going to have a look. I already recorded some synth on here. Basically what I did is I just recorded something straight off the UnoSynth, straight into, it shows a guitar, but it's actually just taking any audio recording from an audio input. Okay, so here's what the only other thing that you want to do is you want to check your volume, and you can check the monitoring. Okay, so on the iPad in GarageBand, you can hit this little audio symbol, and that'll start up the audio monitoring. The other thing you can do too is you can flip it back to just this track settings. Okay, so you can see there we've got audio coming in, and that's great. If you hit that little jack, you can set it to automatic, but then it turns off your monitor. What you can do is turn monitoring on, press the UnoSynth, and then what I'll do is use the volume right on the UnoSynth itself. So I'll just hit a key, press hold, and then I'll adjust the volume and look at the iPad of the signal coming in. And you can adjust it there. Okay, that sounds about good. Let go of hold, do that. Okay, so you can see the level coming in. Might be a little hot when you start getting those cutoffs, especially when you start getting into the higher frequencies. So I'll turn it down just a little bit. Or you can use the input level right on the iPad itself. Adjust the tone. Throw a couple of effects in there. A little bit of reverb. Click record. What I'll do is I'll go back to all of the tracks here. You can just have a listen to what I recorded before. Deep. So that's basically as easy as it gets. So I'll just move this over, and yeah, we'll just start recording right at that spot. So we'll give it us a 4 count, And we want to set I'll set the tempo here once we get connected. Another way to do that, I've got it set at 75 tempo in settings. I can change it here, or I can make the UnoSynth adjust to do the same tempo. And I'll do that. So I'll just adjust that, get it to 75. There we go. So now that I've got the tempo of the UnoSynth set at 75, I can go with the metronome here. And we'll just record 4 bars. Simple as that. Super easy to do, easy to get some tracks in here. Let's flip back and see what we got. Okay. So if you didn't like that, get rid of it. Hit the undo button. Let's go back here. Maybe we'll get my drums playing here with me. And what are we doing here? I think we're in D. If you want to change the octave you're in, hit the octave key. Okay, right now we're in octave 3. Let's go down to octave 2. And we'll use the arpeggiator this time. Again, we're still set at 75 tempo, 75 BPM, same as our song here. And this time we can play with our cutoff, our filters, and we'll see what happens there. Okay, so now if we want to change the direction of the arpeggiator, we can do that just by hitting direction. Okay, so right now it says up, and you can use these 2 arrow keys to change that. So let's see here. Play is the sequence that you hit the keys in, is how the arpeggiator will respond. Okay, that's random. Down, up. Up, down, down, up. Let's do up, down. There we go. Okay, range. We've only got 1 octave as our range, so let's change that to 2 octaves. There we go. So now we've got 2 octaves happening. Okay, now you see it's got 2 octaves, so if we play, you can see that this is our last key here. D is our last note on this 16-note key here, or platform. So the 16th key is D, and D is here. So this one, since we're going 2 octaves in the arpeggiator, this is the highest note we can play that we'll see on the board. It'll still play higher. That's not an issue, but if you want to see what's happening here, then we'll have to keep it in that way. So let's have another look at getting this arpeggiator recorded. So pretty cool. Okay, so thanks for joining me here and having a look at the UnoSynth from IK Multimedia. And as we were able to see, it's really easy for us to be able to get sounds into GarageBand on iOS. and really easy for us to record anything off of the UnoSynth just using the audio out. And yeah, if you liked what you saw here, again, please, if you would, like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. And that helps me want to keep making these types of videos. And also, we're going to do another video with the UnoSynth, but this time we're going to have a look at using the UnoSynth as a MIDI controller in GarageBand on an iPad too. So make sure you stay tuned for that. As always, thanks for being here and keep making music.
Bow, 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 bow.